It's great to be here, Edwin, and I'm here because I want to spread the message of compassion for all living beings, for veganism, for the environment, and for animals, and for our health, but at a deeper level so that we can create a culture where freedom and peace and sustainability are actually possible. I think actually Switzerland has an enormous potential because the people are already, I think in many ways, more sensitive to issues of justice, of living together in a small area with different languages, of being connected to the beauty of nature. And I think moving to a more plant-based diet would come, I think, to the Swiss people as logical and as something that would be beneficial to their country and to the world. And I think as Switzerland moves in that direction, it would encourage a lot of other countries to be inspired to do the same thing. We are in a critical time, more critical than I think the media is letting us know. Every day unfortunately, we're wiping out between 100 and 200 species are going extinct. Rainforests are being cut down at the rate of about 1 hectare every 2 seconds. And we have an acceleration, I think, in many ways, not only of environmental devastation, but also of cultural breakdown and injustice. So these issues are pressing, and the good news, I think, is that each one of us can do something to make a positive difference. I think it's good to take a big view, and one of the things I think that's important to remember is that each one of us as human beings are here on this planet for maybe 7 or 8 or 9 decades, and so in the short amount of time we have here, to do the best that we can to make the world more habitable, more just, more free, and we don't have to feel that we have to have the whole weight of the world on our own shoulders. We were born into a situation with a society based on eating animals, enslaving animals and ecosystems and each other. And if we can awaken out of cultural programming that in many ways is reinforcing that behavior in us and begin to question all of that, and I think going vegan is a huge part of that, then we can be part of it's a relatively small revolution right now, but a very benevolent evolution, a positive change that has to happen and that I think it can happen. I think the greatest gift we can give to the world is to make an effort to understand these issues and then to share them with other people. And to me, it's enormously gratifying to be part of a movement that's based actually on blessing the world. Animals really need our help, and starving people and future generations and ecosystems. Why would I want to come to this planet and just be part of the problem? I see it very clearly. I was raised actually in a family that was wealthy and had power and influence, and I can tell you for sure that does not bring happiness. Happiness comes from contributing in a way that's blessing the world. That is real success, I think, and real happiness comes from finding the unique gifts that we have and bringing them to others. And so I think sharing the vegan message is by far the greatest gift anyone can ever give, and especially to find our own unique way of bringing this message. Some people might want to do it through writing, some through teaching, some through cooking, some through education in some ways, or through music or art, but like my wife Madeline. But whatever we do, I think, to find some way to contribute and to bring the unique gifts and strengths and talents that we have for the short amount of time we're on this earth as best we can. Yeah, my message really is 2 things. Number 1, just continue to question the official stories of our society that are based on domination and exploitation of others, and then to do the inner work to connect with our own inner heart wisdom. To develop the way of seeing, where instead of seeing things, we see beings. To learn to respect all forms of life, and to not just respect and be kind to animals, but to other human beings as well. The whole revolution or evolution we're talking about is one of kindness and love and justice. So it means all of us embodying that more and more deeply. Actually, more information about the work that I'm doing and that Madeline, my Swiss wife, is doing is at worldpeacediet.com, www.worldpeacediet.com, or Tuttle, just my name.com, and that'll kind of open up the doorway to the World Peace Diet, the book. We have trainings if you want to be a World Peace Diet facilitator and go more deeply into all of this, as well as my wife. She has vegan cooking videos to learn how to be happy and healthy in the kitchen. I'm also a musician. She's an artist, so there's music and art that's all based on vegan living, celebrating the beautiful planet and the life that we have here on this earth. Right, yeah, one of the reasons we came now to Switzerland is that the World Peace Diet has been translated into, this is the English version, we have a German version also, which is called Ernährung und Bewusstsein. There's also a version in Italian, which is Cibo per la Pace, and a version in French, which is Nourrir pour la paix. So the book is available in basically the 3 main languages in Switzerland. And I'm really delighted and very grateful to Stefan Goodwin and others who've translated the books for everyone. I think it's important to have a vision of the future that we would like to see manifest. And the main thing is that when we look back over our shoulder and see all the bad things that have happened in the past, or the way we've done things in the past, we're driven by that. But instead of that, to be drawn by a vision of the future. And I think when we imagine our society as a vegan society, in other words, as a society based on compassion for all living beings, on radical inclusion, on caring for others, on sustainability, then we're imagining a completely different culture that is totally possible. This planet is beautiful, the earth is abundant, we can feed everyone when we eat lower on the food chain and when we think in terms of kindness and compassion for everyone. Thanks to everyone in Switzerland. Thank you.